When you try to resolve something, it can start feeling like you're the only person trying to keep the conversation together. You stay calm. You explain yourself carefully, but the conversation keeps becoming about your reaction instead of the issue you brought up. Now you're trying to clarify what you meant. You're trying to lower tension. You're trying to stop the conversation from getting worse. And for a moment, you stop feeling like two people are trying to understand each other. Something about the interaction starts feeling uneven. You may notice yourself doing most of the emotional work during the conversation, trying to explain more, trying to repair more, trying to calm things down more. Meanwhile, the original concern keeps losing space. Now you're defending your tone instead of discussing what happened. The conversation is no longer centered on understanding the issue together. Instead, the interaction slowly starts centering around managing the other person's reactions. That's often when conflict begins feeling one-sided. Some people describe this as a narcissistic communication pattern when it happens repeatedly. Not because every difficult conversation is narcissistic, but because the interaction gradually becomes organized around one person's emotional position while the other person keeps trying to restore balance. For them, this can become useful, because once the focus shifts toward your reaction, your concern becomes harder to fully explore. What this often does is move the direction of the conversation away from resolution and toward emotional management instead. And over time, you may begin entering conversations already preparing yourself emotionally. You think carefully about your words. You rehearse how to say things calmly. You try to prevent the conversation from becoming difficult before it even starts. Your body may even notice the imbalance before your mind fully explains it. You feel tension before bringing things up. You start anticipating emotional pushback. Many people respond to this by trying harder, explaining more, or speaking more carefully just to be understood. But healthy conflict is not supposed to feel like one person carries the entire emotional weight of the interaction. In healthy conversations, both people stay with the original concern long enough to understand it. Healthy conflict creates more clarity over time. Unhealthy conflict often creates more emotional exhaustion instead. If this happens once, it may be misunderstanding, but when it repeats, a pattern can begin to form. And when you consistently leave conversations feeling like you were carrying the understanding, the calming, and the repairing alone, that feeling may be telling you something important about the interaction itself. Because recognizing the imbalance can help you stop blaming yourself for conflict that never truly involved equal emotional participation in the first place. If this helped put words to your experience, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This channel exists to help you recognize narcissistic and manipulative patterns calmly, clearly, and without blame, so you can understand what's happening and trust yourself again. And when conversations unfold this way, another pattern often begins to form. In the next video, we're going to explain why you feel like you're losing yourself during arguments and how that pattern slowly disconnects you from your own thoughts, feelings, and reactions during conflict. Click here to watch.